Hi Virgo, and welcome to the last reading of 2021. So yes, links to my website and the PayPal donation button is below. You know, Virgo, I've got no idea if I'm going to be back next year. I'm really assessing all my life. I just don't know, and I need to put my energy where I feel it's making the most difference. So I'm going to take 1 month at a time, and I am doing these December readings. So your energy is so different. There's going to be movement for you, Virgo, okay? I mean, look at the cards you get. So first you get the Swan card. So there's obviously some sort of relationship dynamic, and then you get the Ship. I love this card, the Ship. Because I love movement. Yeah, I just love change. I'm one of these people who loves change. But the Ship is, I mean, it's a funny card because you're propelling your life forward with the Ship. But maybe there's a feeling that you don't quite know where you're going, but you're going, yeah? Like you're off. You know, it's like you've set yourself free, you know you're going in a direction, but you've not quite landed yet sometimes with that Ship, yeah? I think it might be Venus is retrograde for 3 months. I think it's until February or March. And Venus is our values, it's how we make a living, and it is our love nature. And all I know is, Virgo, you're off in some sort of direction, a bit like the Fool card, but maybe December won't show you every single place where you're about to land yet, yeah? Does that make sense? But very exciting, Lenormands. Just very exciting. Lovely. And gosh, Virgo, I think probably there was another sign, I think it might have been Libra. Probably used to had probably the most, I would say, challenging, just a little bit, that feeling that was like a lot wasn't moving. Yeah? The Ship is moving, okay? You might not have landed yet, but you know that you're off, and that's wonderful. Honestly, I love that card. Whoopee! So we're going to do, is it 8 cards? 7. We'll talk about December. So let me tune in. Please give me insights for Virgo for the month of December. So what you want is the Page of Cups, yeah, beautiful. The page takes the ace, but it brings it into shape and definition, yeah. So simply, it's gone from a feeling into something that's more concrete. It tends to be a relationship taking shape. The gift is the King of Wands, okay. Heat. The challenge is the King of Pentacles. That might be about the Ship. Some of you are leaving something behind, but you don't quite know where you're going yet, okay? Yeah, the 6 of Swords in your relationships. You've had that for 3 months. That is the Ship, see? It's like you're not where you were, but not quite landed where you want to be yet. But there's definitely a relationship here. Yes, Virgo. You got it, the Chariot. I knew this is where it was going to turn up, because you had the 5 of Cups for 2 months, and there's only so much you can sustain yourself with not taking the action that's required. Yeah. I just knew you were going to get that card there. So that is the Ship. This is about movement and change, okay? You have got the 8 of Swords at a soul level. Don't worry, yeah. How wonderful. And the outcome is the Lover's card, which looks like what your soul's looking for, because sometimes we don't always know what our soul's looking for, honestly, or we deny it. Like, I want love, but love's been so painful so many times that I'll just shut down that need and I'll go and sit in a box instead, yeah? I do it all the time, Virgo, honestly. But what your soul's desiring is to take that Ace of Cups, which tends to be a new emotional chapter, and begin to define it. So bring it into a concrete shape, which is the outcome. So that is absolutely fantastic. So I think that the Eight of Swords is going to show up in many ways. So the Eight of Swords is feeling a little bit constricted. It's a thinking card, Virgo. No, 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 no. That's why Pisces is your opposite sign, which is being. So not getting caught up in the mind, because the Eight of Swords can be one hell of a trap. It can feel nothing's happening here, nothing's happening, and we can get ourselves in a goddamn hell state. The trick with the Eight of Swords is not to push anything whatsoever. What is it? And one of you that I read for a lot know that I say that. All the rivers run to the sea. So the difficulties in our life can only stay for a certain amount of time, and then they go. But so don't get caught up in the mind, because the King of Wands is what's helping you get the Page of Cups, and the Lovers is the outcome. The King of Wands is one hell of an attraction force. It can be a fire sign person, or this can be a lot of attraction building between two people. And it might be with the Eight of Swords, oh, nothing's happening, but the attraction's building. And you don't want, if you're cooking bread, you don't want a half-baked bread, do you? So with the King of Wands as the gift, I wonder if it's saying to allow the attraction to build. But can you do that, Virgo, without getting lost in the Eight of Swords, which would be, oh, nothing's happening, I'm not good enough, nothing good happens to me. Incredible. It's almost the art of life here, Virgo. Can I allow something to build and take shape without my mind interfering in the process? Because when our mind interferes in the process, I mean, I might call that a hell state, yeah? Rather than just, oh, there's this attraction. It's wonderful. I'd love it if something happened here. And then get out the way. Get out the way. Because if there's anything not happening, see it as divine intervention and not a punishment. And allow what wants to happen, happen. The challenge is the King of Pentacles. So this might be to do, some of you might have two love interests. Oh. I think you do. This is definitely a relationship energy. So the King of Pentacles might be about making this new interest, or some of you might be in an existing relationship, but making it concrete, King of Pentacles. So bringing it into form, yeah? Or the King of Pentacles can be a real stubborn card. So he moves twice a year. I don't even know if he moves twice a year. It's debatable. So there might be a feeling of, this is definitely about a relationship, but in your mind, it's not moving fast enough, yeah? Virgo, you don't have to suffer through this. When we connect with our self-worth, who wouldn't want to love you? Who wouldn't want to love you? And when you begin to think of life that way, that you're a gift, who wouldn't want to love you, Virgo? And okay, maybe this relationship dynamic is taking time to get moving. But look, the King of Wands is this sizzling, sizzling chemistry, but the kings don't do anything. It's the knights and the pages that do something, yeah? So you do want to get something moving, and I think it's more building than moving at the moment. That's why the Six of Swords is in the relationship. But look where it's going. It's going to where you want it to go. So do not give any of your precious, precious energy to the Eight of Swords. Every time you do it, because you will do it, the Eight of Swords is a habit. Just say no. And keep build a new habit by bringing yourself back to the energy of self-worth. Not, oh, this person loved me, but more, well, do I love me? And if you love you, who wouldn't want to love me? Do you understand what I mean? Just build new habits. And the habits I want you to build are based on that Page of Cups, which is just this very beautiful heart. And the King of Wands, your chemistry, King of Pentacles, your self-esteem, your self-worth. If something's taking time, the best things in life are worth the time. Yeah? So the Six of Swords is there. It is a transition card, but you're landing. Look, right at the end of the year. Very beautiful. Venus going direct for 3 months. It's going to hit Pluto 3 times. Our relationships are being transformed. You know, it's beautiful. Now you've got the Chariot and money and work. You're off. You're moving forward. The Chariot's a vehicle that propels our life forward, and it's clarified with the Judgment card. So if any of you are thinking about making changes, the Judgment card does say if you're making changes, these changes will be definite. But the Chariot's got a different meaning. The Judgment card I pair with the Death card. So when the Judgment card appears, I do think, oh, this person's been underground for a while. A little bit in the, I guess you could see the dark night of the soul, yeah? So feeling a little bit held back, a little bit unable to see the way forward. And the Judgment card is that cycle coming. So it's coming full cycle. And now you're putting your hands up and you're saying thank you. And what you're saying thank you for is this shift, this change, this movement. So the Eight of Swords, because it's there, the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling restricted and limited. Yeah. I think the Eight of Swords is, I mean, sometimes we really do feel it, Virgo, and we really do, like, I can't leave this crappy job because, or I can't push this relationship dynamic any faster. So I'm not one of these readers that call it, oh, it's not real, because of course it's real. But you don't have to give it any more of your time and energy. Because the more energy you feed it, the more the knot gets tighter. And if you can begin just to go, okay, I am dealing with this energy, but view it from the higher ground and just allow the month to unfold itself. And if it's love, allow this to play out. The kings don't act. That's it. They don't. They just don't do it. They get the knights and the pages to do it, and what you want is an action. The action's going to be slow. That's going to be the action right towards the end of the month. And maybe around money and work. I think this is about, so the Chariot is about acting, but in the Judgment card is it's just allowing things to come full cycle. It's like the bread's cooked when it's cooked. The seed grows when it's time to grow. And we're falsely taught that the ego's in charge here. It's really, 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 really not. We do need to do the action, but it's nature and the great patterns of life that bring things into form. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's a beautiful reading, by the way. Just because you're you, I am going to ask for another card for you. Yeah, and then you get the Ten of Cups. This is a bit light after the storm, so I can definitely see that how it's been operating in your work. Okay. And relationships, change the story. Change the story that you tell yourself. And just see your heart is the most precious thing in the world. So not, oh, who's going to love me? Change it to, oh, who wouldn't want to share life with me? It's when we change our story, everything changes. Okay, Virgo, and thank you for all the support. I do wish you all the best in the holidays, and we're just going to have to see how everything evolves around the channel and what I'm going to do going ahead. Okay, lots of love, guys. Bye.